Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, I appreciate you taking the time. Today is Sunday, Mother's Day. If you haven't done the Sunday Mother's Day thing, please get it done. You know, those mothers, they're always there, even when you don't want them, but they're always going to be there for you. So respect the fact that very few people are always going to be behind us. Whether or not we do good or bad, they're always there to support us. Yes, they do go on sometimes, but the truth is you will never find anyone else like your mum. Dads are definitely a close second, don't get me wrong, but mums, they're always there to support no matter what. Okay, enough of that. $260 worth of bankroll. This one comes from Deepak. Thank you, Deepak. I know that you've sent in a couple, and I'm finally getting around to doing one of yours. So any 12 plus insurance. I like it because of the way it's set up on the board. And, sometimes the math is the same on most of them, right? But it just comes down to how I enjoy playing a particular strategy. And sometimes I feel the good vibes coming off of it, and I win because I know I feel better about playing the game. $260, 100 in green, another 100 in red, 20, 20, and 20 make $260. We're looking for $50 worth of profit. Now, you know as well as I do, that's pretty aggressive. So $260 bankroll, and I'm expecting $50 worth of profit. Not only that, I'm going to reset, and I want to do it again. So let's get to it. So dollar units on a 2, 3, 5, and 6, 17, 18, 20, and 21. And also down the bottom here, 32, 33, 35, and 36. So we've got 4, 8, 12 numbers covered. Also, we're going to put $12 on the first column. So now we've got 12 numbers and the 12 numbers, so making 24 numbers. The final bet, we're going to put $2 on the single zero. Now, what Deepak does, he plays a lot of European tables, and he says it's only got the single zero. So he puts the $2 on the zero. Now, obviously, where I'm located in the US, we see a lot more of the double zeros. Okay, so just bear that one in mind as well. However, double zero is just another number that I don't like at this point because I'm not betting on it. So what have we got? We've got 25 numbers on our side. We've got $26 in play. 12 here, 12 on the first column, and $2 here. $26 in play. Okay? So with that, let's get rolling because I'd like to try and show you how quickly we can get there. Another quick swig. But hopefully everybody's enjoying their Sunday. If you're viewing today, that is. Who knows? Could be 3 years down the road and then you're finally viewing this video. I was also going to show a quick crap strategy after we get done here. Hopefully we're going to make a lot of money quickly. So it's a 4. Obviously it's in the first column, which is fantastic. So I'm going to break it down just this time so we can all see it. That's $12 loss. That's a $2 loss. But we got $12 on the first column, which means we're going to win. It's going to pay 2 to 1, right? So I'm just going to take that $12 and I'm going to do this another $12, just like that. So that should be $24. $5, $10, and 2 makes 12. Even. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to go right back to what we had. I won't break it down again. I just wanted to show it the first time around. Okay. So another $2 goes on the zero, and that should make $10 worth of profit, which it does. True profit goes in the profit tray. Love it. That goes back to being correct. So what are we trying to avoid? We're trying to avoid these 4 numbers and these 6 numbers here. Okay. Sorry, I got 6 numbers here and 6 numbers here. So we've got 12 and then 13 numbers. 6, 12, 13 numbers we're trying to avoid. That's why the payoff is so good. And let's be honest, you're always going to be balancing profit versus coverage, right? The more open areas you've got, the better the pay. Stands to reason. But I do like the way it's displayed, and I've enjoyed playing it so far. 26. Okay. It's good that we see some turbulence because we're going to get met with it. 26 is not a good number for us. So we lose $26. Now I'm going to keep the 26 there and just give up. I'm going to take it from the profit. I'm going to put that over there, and I'm just going to give up $26, right? Because that's what we've got on the table. 12, 24, 25, 26. And what do? We go up one level. So we don't double. In this case, we double, but most times it's just, well, every other time it's going to be up one level. Up $26 on each. So that's what we're going to do. And one more there. And we're going to go to 24 on the first column. Okay, let's do it again. Let's try to miss those 13 numbers. 6, 12, 13. Where Deepak plays, he doesn't have that ugly number for him. So he's only trying to miss 12 numbers. Let's get that off of there. I don't want to see that. Hey, I'd love to see a single zero come in too. Oh, no way. No way. Look at that crap. Unbelievable. Now, that's what Deepak doesn't have to deal with. But we just dealt with it. So it's going to happen for us. No big deal. So what have I got out here? Okay, 26. So we're gonna get all that and put that over there too. $52. That sucks. It just really pissed me off. That really does. It does because it's the one number that shouldn't be on this table. Okay, as Deepak says. But it's going to happen, so I'd rather it happen here and show you what reality is. Okay, with that, we're going to go up another level because this is all mine now because I just paid it off, right? We're going to go up another level. So, 1, 2, and $1 on each of these. And you just saw 2 bad numbers in a row, and that's exactly what happens. Occasionally it happens. I'm going to take $5 worth of white because I need to put $1 on that one there. And now we're at level 3, if you like, okay? But I'm glad you got a chance to see it. Freaking double zeros, unbelievable. Couldn't come out and be a single zero, could it? Just to kind of highlight how great that number is for us. Because that one obviously pays a lot more because we've got $2 on it straight up. Now in this case, you know, we've got $6. 33, love that number. Thank you, son of a gun. 33, and we've got $3 straight up. Okay, so I'm going to break it down just so everybody's on the same page, all right? So, because we're going to come down one level anyway. So those are all losses, and this one's a loss as well. So $3 straight up, we're going to get paid 35 to 1. So my math is going to be $105. That's $20. $40. 40, 50, and then I'm going to take 50 there and another $5 there. So that's a great hit, okay? Now we can come down one level. Okay, but that puts us back to being in pretty decent shape. That was a nice comeback, no doubt about it. And so I'm just getting re-established here. Awesome. All right, got all those numbers, and we're going to go to level 2 on the single zero, which is $4, and of course we're going to go $24 on the first column. And let's get spinning again. But you got to remember, we came back from some really bad numbers, especially that freaking double zero. That really does piss you off. But We've got good coverage. I wouldn't say amazing coverage. I would say good coverage when you consider we've got more than half the board. Oh, sorry, more than 2/3 of the board. Okay, we've got 25 numbers working for us. So 10 is a solid number because it is first column, and anything in the first column we love. Yeah, that double zero still pisses me off, actually, guys. But again, we got a 33, which got us back into being healthy. Okay, we're not all the way back yet, but we're pretty healthy. But this one's going to really help us, right? So we lose these. Everything here is a loss. Okay, just to clean everything up. And then, of course, we've got $24 back here. So that's going to be a nice hit. It's a nice little 48 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 20 bucks. Make it easy. So 24, 48. So, and 23. 23 there and 25 there should make 48 bucks. Love it. Okay. Now, of course, we're going to come down to base because it is a win, right? Down to base level. Put all that back there. The other quarter goes there. So that makes our green healthy. And that one's also ours as well. So we are very, very close, guys. Actually, I think we're right at even because, let me just make sure. Yep, we're actually up $2. We're in profit in two. No, that's not correct because we've got 100, 200, 40. So I'm still down. So yeah, I'm down 18 bucks. That's the truth. All right. With that, I'm going to go down to base. All right. And we are $2 on zero. Maybe that puppy can hit one day. That would be nice. So we can show that off. Got those covered. And we're all at the base level. Okay. Let's get going. 10 was the last number. So we're still down 18 bucks if I'm not mistaken. There it is. Okay. Nothing in the profit tray. So let's see if we can get a little lucky here with 25 numbers working for us. Come on, give us one of those singles. Oh, no, it's okay. 34 is a great number because it's in the first column. I love anything in the first column. It just takes all the pressure away. Okay, so what are we going to win? We're going to win 10 bucks if I'm not mistaken. We got $12 here. We're going to win 24 because it pays 2 to 1. 24 bucks. So we got 12 here. 13, 14. I'm just going to break it down just so I'm not taking more than I should. Okay, 24 bucks. So there's 112. And then I'm just going to take another 12 here. Excellent. So 12 and 12, 24, pays 2 to 1. Beautiful. Love that. And let's see where we are. That should put us right where we need to be. We're getting closer. Let's put it that way. Okay. Yep. We are $2 up. Now we are actually $2. No, we're not. That's not true. We're still $10 down. Okay. So that's okay. No big deal. Let's get going again. And the final bet. Nice. 34. Let's get going. All right, let's take another couple of those first columns wins because we love that. Okay, let's take another swig. Nice. Okay. It's not great for us, but I like to see the up and down so that you guys get to see how tough it can be sometimes. So we lose 26 bucks, right? 12, 24, 25, 26. So I'm going to give that up real quick. And then we're going to go up 1 unit on each. And you know as well, the 2 units on there is considered 1 unit just because of the way it plays out. And then this one goes up to $24. Nice. So it's not hard to keep track of where we need to be. You just got to pay attention. That's all. But you wait and see how fast we can put the numbers together with just a little bit of fortune here. Again, 25 numbers on our side. Does mean that we have 13 bad ones, but we will get runs of good numbers. Trust me. 13, very nice. So we're going to win $12, right, guys? Remember last time? 12 and 24. So we should win $24 on this because we got 12, 24, 25, 26, $28. Okay, I'm just going to pay this one off and then you'll see what I mean. So we got 48 bucks coming because that's going to pay 2 to 1, $24. So it's going to pay 48 bucks. So I'm just going to take, I'm not going to take any chances, guys. I don't want to screw it up. So we're going to get paid 48 bucks. There's 20. 25, so that's 45. $48. Because that's $24. It gets pays 2 to 1. Nice. Very nice. Okay, that comes back in the tray. And then we come down to base level, just like we did last time. Because we won. Okay, let's get going. Because I would like to show a couple of wins here. Because at the moment we've just been struggling from behind. Okay. Again, we're not that far away, guys, from where we need to be. Four. Nice. First column again. Again, we're going to get paid $24 as far as a net win on this one over here. Gets paid 2 to 1. We got $12 out there. We're going to win 24 bucks. Okay. We got 4, 8, 12, $14 out there. And we're going to get paid 24. So we're going to net 10 bucks. 5, 10. Because we're going to get paid 24. And we got 14 out there that we lose. So we're going to net 10 bucks. Make sense? Beautiful. Let's go again. I love winning at base level. Means that we're doing something right. And at this point, we're already in profit territory, I believe. Yep, 26. We're damn close. Let's put it that way. We will do a quick account just to make sure that we're on the right side here. But again, we're at base level. Can't argue with that. 11. No good. Every now and again, it just throws one of those negative numbers in there. So that's 26 bucks. I'm going to give up 26. And we're going to go up a unit. In this case, it's 2 units. And we're at level 2. And of course, we go to $24. Right, just like that. Let's get going. And where are we? 18 minutes. Wow. Time does get away from me sometimes. Come on, give us some good numbers back to back. Yes, I want to see some turbulence because reality is when you go down to the casino, this is typically how it's going to roll. You're going to get back-to-back bad numbers. In this case, we get paid $24, okay? Because that's $24 there. We're going to get paid $48. My apologies. 48 bucks. So, very nice. Bring it down. So we're all on the same page. 20, 23, and 25. 48 bucks, right? 20, 45, 48. Nice. We're going to come down one level. Sorry, to base level. Just trying to be quick here. And that comes down to 12. And we get rolling. I can do all this afterwards. Yep, we are right where we need to be. We got 26 bucks out there. We do now. $26 out there. And we are 1, 2, 20. Yeah, we're real close, guys. Real close. Another hit, and we are where we need to be. Yes! Yes! About frickin' time. That turns out to be a frickin' jackpot number. I love it. So, this is all losses. We got $24 out there. We lose 24, but we win 70 bucks. Frickin' love that. 10. 30. And 30 is 60. 70 bucks. 20, 30, plus 30, 60, 70. $2 straight up. 70 bucks. Freaking jackpot number. It made up for that other double zeros, which really did piss me off, actually. So, nice. Okay, let's see where we are, because now, obviously, we're up. I just don't know how far. So there's 40. And that's the original bankroll. 1, 200, 20, 40, 60. 260. So we're up $37. Freaking beautiful. You're damn right. I want my 50 bucks. Just like I told you it was going to happen. So, does it happen like that normally? No, it doesn't, because you can go 50 spins without getting a single zero, but this time we got a little lucky. But we had some pretty rough numbers too. So, I'm not going to take anything away from that. I'm going to show this video because even though it got a jackpot number, we had some pretty ugly numbers. It really hasn't been this tough. But again, I like to show the tough side of things so that you don't go down to the casino and get disappointed. Okay, let's get rolling. We are truly up 37 bucks right now, and I freaking love it. Is there any chance that we could smack that single zero one more time? How many times have we seen back-to-back numbers? Wow, that was nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be hoping for single zero when I go down to the casino, but reality is, if it happens, it's fantastic. 18, love that too. We've already established we get paid $10. The net outcome on this, we're going to get paid 10 bucks. So 35 to 1. And again, I think we're going to be close to our goal here anyway, guys. So I'm going to come all the way down and pay it correctly, just so there's no one that's going to be upset that I didn't. 35 to 1. 15 bucks there. 25 bucks total. So I'm going to get paid another $10, which makes a net profit of 10 bucks. That goes over there. This comes over here, and we are right at 23 minutes. So as far as I'm concerned, the video is done. Yeah, there it is. And 100, 200, 20, 40, 60. That's our bankroll. This is all profit. A little harder than it, but that's the way I like to show it. 30, 40, 45, 47 bucks. 47 bucks. Not a bad deal, guys. 20 minutes. Reality without me talking. 20 minutes. And not bad for a session. Wasn't 50, but pretty damn close. When you think about we were playing with $260, we still had a lot of room. Even at the worst case scenario that we were playing, we still had a lot more steps. You've got 10 steps here to making money. You can keep laddering up 10 times with what you've got, 260 bucks here. Okay? So, just real quick here, I just wanted to mention one other quick thing before you go. But I've got my craps table set up over here, and I just wanted to show you real quick. Hoping you can see that. So essentially, when I play craps, I do it in small numbers initially. And the reason I like to do it that way, I like to kind of test the table out. This game can suck money down faster than anything, okay? In my opinion, it can. So just be really careful when you're playing these types of games at the casino. Now, bubble craps, I like playing bubble craps because you can bet anything and it's not awkward. What I mean by that is on the 6 and 8, typically you should bet $6 on each rather than, you know, $5 because you're not going to get paid the actual odds and correct monies. So I like playing bubble craps because it doesn't matter. It depends on what monies you've got, and that's what you can bet across the top. But on real craps tables, you've really got to know the correct way of betting so that it doesn't get in the way of slowing the table down. So just kind of, my thoughts. So what I normally do when I approach the craps table, whether or not it's bubble craps or the craps table itself, I normally just hit the 6 and 8 initially, just to get a feel for the table. I normally just go 6 and 8, and let's get a feel. Now, normally I buy in for $300, okay, which is what I've got here. I wouldn't buy anything any more in until I know how the table is rolling, because it's so streaky. The table, craps tables are so streaky. Sometimes you can get 5 7s in a row. You just never know what's coming. But sometimes you can get a good feel from the table, and it can just give you a 15 to 20 roll. So bear that in mind too. So let's just go ahead, and I'm working on the come out as well, guys. I don't worry about whether or not a 7 comes on a come out or anything like that. I'm just betting the 6 and 8, and I'm trying to make a few dollars. Okay, so let's just see what we can do here. 8, nice. We'll take an 8. So that one's going to pay us $7, guys. $6 is going to pay us $7. Nice. We'll definitely take that. And what I would probably do is just pocket it. Okay, I would just, until I've paid for my initial bet, I'm going to pocket the money. I'll only gamble with actual profit once I get my money back. So I'm looking for another 6 and 8. And as we all probably know by now, 6 and 8 have 10 ways of winning, and 7 has 6 ways of winning. So the odds are in our favor, but we have just got one win. So it does get a little scary. 4, love 4, especially hard ways. 8, nice. Okay, it's another $7 winner. And at this point, I'm up $14. Okay, nice. But what it does, it allows me a little bit more room to spread my bets out, because I'm only betting $12. So anything now that I win, and I'm still working, even though the point was 8, I'm going to start spreading my bets out because it's all profit at this point. So hopefully I can get another 6 and 8. 8, look at that, beautiful. Another $7. And what I'll probably do is just grab me actually I'm going to grab me a 5, and I'm going to put $2 in the field. What does the field do for me? It gives me the 9, 10, and 4, and of course the horn numbers, right? So it gives me everything else. So now I've got every number covered except for 7. And I'm still up. No matter what happens, I'm still up $2. Still $2 winner, no matter what happens. Yeah, I've had some pretty decent numbers, but that's what you kind of hope for. And there's the 7. No worries. Then you start again. I like simple strategies until I get a feel for the table. This is just a way of getting into the table or getting comfortable with the bubble craps. It's designed to not burn you too much, even if you do have some bad luck. It allows you to get in with getting a feel for the table before you start doing some other strategies. And I'm going to show you plenty of other strategies. Plus, I've already done it on in my past on this channel. If you check out the playlist for craps, you'll see that I've done this quite a bit. However, I'm going to be doing brand new stuff, just so you got a fresh look at it. All right. But again, guys, another way of making monies when you're trying to take a break from the roulette table. It's kind of a nice way of changing things up a little bit and maybe learning a new game. Not that I want to add to your addiction, but the truth is it's nice to have other options of ways of making small pieces of money for small periods of time, and then go back to Roulette. That's what I would do. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate your time. We will catch you later. Bye-bye.